it's Kaden and Jordan and Alicia from Kay's Crazy Critters. I'm going to show you how to set up a quarantine tub in less than 10 minutes. So here we go. Obviously, we're setting up a quarantine tub because we have two new reptiles coming in, a snake and a lizard. So I will show pretty much how to do for both of them. Right now, we're doing for the snake. I prefer to use tubs. The Sterilite tubs, the clear ones. Make sure we drill some holes because we are rescuing, not suffocating. So I also like to clean these. The reason I like tubs is because they're lightweight, easy to clean. If I'm not using this size, I stack them, store them in the basement or out in the shed, take them out when I need to use them. I like to also disinfect with, oh, by the way, the reason I'm not doing the video and my little assistants are is because I kind of hurt my hand, but that's besides the point. So anyway, I like to use F10 disinfectants, veterinary disinfectant that we dilute down. And then the other one I like to use is Novacin or chlorhexidine. So this is my travel bottle that I use during expos and vending because it is, I spray them on the animals. I don't spray them in the eyes, but I spray them on the animals, on my hands, wherever I'm going to help eliminate some germs. So what I like to do with these guys, especially especially with quarantine tubs, is I'll clean it once with the F10, let it dry, then I'll spray it with some of the chlorhexidine. And that stuff, you don't really have to worry if the animal gets on it, but you don't want it sopping wet. So right now what Kaden is going to do is we're going to set this up very minimal. We want to set this up very minimal because this is, again, a quarantine tub. So we want to make sure it's easy to clean. We can see what's going on. And that way we can pay attention to what's going in and out of the snake. So Kaden's going to go ahead. They're going to put on the heat mat. So we're going to put it on one side. You got the heat mat, Kaden?
Jordan's.
All right, so go ahead. So Kaden, you hold the heat mat on. Jordan will tape it. All right, go ahead. So we're going to tape it just like we would do in a big cage. We're going to tape it to pretty much one side, not in the middle. Tape it underneath. You kind of want to always make sure that it is on a thermostat. So this is, oh, I can't even grab that. Jordan, grab that for me. So main thing when we're using heat mats is thermostats. Even when you're using certain heating lights, we want to make sure that it is on a thermostat because we don't want to cook the animals, because an overheated cooked animal is definitely not good. Rather the animal be cool than cooked. So for this, after we just hooked up the thermostat, ready? So now what we're going to do is they're going to place some white paper towels in there. So the white paper towels is, the reason we use white paper towels, we don't use substrates, we don't use tile, we don't leave it bare, is because when the snake poops, if it regurgitates, if there's mites, any of this stuff, we're going to be able to see very easily. So we're just going to do like one little layer. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do a light spray of, so it's kind of like Prevenamite, but I'm cheap, so we use Rid. So this is something that if you're using a hog nose, make sure we do not use any pyrethrin, such as Prevenamite, Rid. And you want to make sure everything's nice and well ventilated. So she's going to do a light spray just on the paper towels. So you better scoot on over. Just a light spray. Nothing crazy. So we want to make sure that this is going to be dry. Some people will put them on a little wet. I prefer not to. I know people use it damp with ivermectin. I will not do it because, again, this is a pesticide. You're putting a snake on a pesticide with a tub cover, no ventilation or very minimal ventilation, you're going to have a problem. And again, we are trying to save a snake, not suffocate and poison one. So now that we have placed the paper towels, hooked up the thermostat, Jordan is going to do very minimal decorations. We're going to go ahead and we're going to place the water bowl. Now, because of the type of snake we have, we're going to put the water bowl over the heater. That way it's going to help with a little bit of humidity because the snake we are bringing in is a snake that needs high humidity. So we'll also do a little bit of misting. And she's going to have a hide over there. We'll probably put a hide on this side, but I actually have to clean the bigger one. And I do like to have some type of enrichment. So we use this one, because it's plastic, it's easy to clean, and this is cheap. So if we have to draw this out, these are cheap, easy. I don't have to worry about wasting a ton of money on something that might have to get discarded. Hopefully it doesn't, but this is something that, again, that we just want to make sure everything is going to be ready for easily disinfected and easily monitor. But this will be something good. We'll just leave it like this. So that way, kind of like this. So that way it kind of be a little good for enrichment. So now that we have this set up, we are going to make sure we keep this tub away from all the animals. So if we have a spare room, that's great. We're going to put it in a spare room farther away from all of our animals. Just like, we're not going to leave them on over here, because this is where I have all my guys pretty much. Let's see if she's over here. There she is. Oh, she's sleeping. Oh, she's sleeping. Hi, Sauron. So yeah, we'll be putting this probably in Jordan's room or Cameron's room, because it's on the far side of the house. And you should be quarantining at least 6 months. A lot of people do not quarantine for more than 10 days, but this is something that I'm learning the hard way of IBD, even though I had this thing for over 4 years now, and this thing's well into his teens already. We might have a case of IBD, so quarantine is very important, plain and simple. Don't mess around with it. Always keep an eye on it, and it's just what we have to do to help save our animals. So, all right, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.